Yeah. So I think the thing I can think of is there was once a meditation that I was doing just kind of by myself, and in the training we learned about ways of meditating, but also of just kind of sitting there in stillness. And during the meditation, my brain was kind of running, and I decided to just let it go and let it run. And then my brain kind of came back into my body, and I felt the ground, and then I kind of left my body and traveled towards the edge of the universe and kind of looked back at it. And I realized that that was home. And that was a very impactful moment for me, just feeling one with the universe, which is part of the studies and philosophy of yoga that we learned during training. And so that was a really impactful moment for me during training. Yeah, so on the mat, for sure, like or on the mat, um, the difference in like the depth of knowledge of the asanas, as well as breathing and paying attention to the complexities of the pose and moving through practice, but also of the environment around us when we're practicing and the space that's laid aside for us, and how important that is, and having this space for us to practice in, um, is is really important. And the like off the mat, I think just having the confidence of standing up and knowing that I have taught a little bit at least, and know more about the yoga, that I can take that out into the world, the philosophy as well, and just the attitudes of yoga and its history. Okay. Probably the favorite part for me was when we practiced teaching without making any words. So we were just making noises, and clapping or stomping or whatever to get people to move around. And it worked, and everybody was breaking up laughing. It was a great time. And it's an important lesson that, nonverbal communication is also key to teaching. I think the most surprising thing I learned about myself was that I tend to like to do things really well into completion. And we've got this homework that we do, and I was struggling with a lot of that to just like get it to the quality that I expect of myself. And I think as I was going through the training, I realized that it's there's a timeline for a reason, and like it's not the end of the road when the homework is I've written down the final words and turned those in. I get to keep studying that beyond the training, and just having that kind of relaxation of the expectation on myself to be in the work when we meet together, and to be able to just sort of relax into the training on the weekends, but also learn from the homework what I can learn in the time I've got, was an important step for me to just relax into it. So I would say, I guess it depends on what their reasons for being unsure are, but if you're like nervous that you're not going to be a good teacher or anything like that, or that you're going to struggle with it, I would say just kind of release that expectation on yourself. Um, you can just come to learn more about yoga. That's what I entered with, and just have fun with it. It's I've learned so much in taking the course that honestly I could take it again and learn even more, and that's actually really exciting. Um, and so I've got so much more knowledge now, and more knowledge to still learn. Even we've got so much resources from the class that Allison's given us, that there's just so much more to keep going with. So I would say, yeah, just let go of the expectation that you've got to succeed, and come and learn, and have fun with it.